Welcome aboard! Here at the Flying Camper Studio, we believe in chasing wild hope, even when the skies are quiet. Today's journey, a little adventure with a dove, a long wait, and a promise worth holding on to. Buckle up! Your faith is about ready to take flight. Imagine God tells you to build a giant boat in the middle of dry land, no rain in the forecast, no blueprints found on Pinterest, just you, your family, some questionable animals, and a word from God. People walk by and laugh. Neighbors think you've lost your mind. There's not a cloud in the sky, and yet you build because God said so. Welcome to Noah's life. Now, most of us remember the part where it rained for 40 days and 40 nights. But what we don't talk about enough is that Noah waited 100 years from when God first said, "Start building," until the rain finally came. And then, after the flood, he was stuck on the boat for months with elephants, donkeys, snakes, yikes. Probably the world's worst ventilation system, and a whole lot of wondering if he'd ever see dry land again. That does not sound fun. Here's what hit me today. Noah heard God, he obeyed, and then he had to wait. He didn't get immediate results. He didn't get weekly updates on a flood tracking app. He just had to trust that what God said would eventually happen. And here's the part I really get. The moment when he let that dove fly out, that's where I am exactly right now. I've heard God. I know I heard him. On June 16, 2021, he whispered in my heart, "It is time." I believed him. I still do. But ever since, I've been stuck in what feels like the arc of delay, tired, worn out, and wondering if the window will ever open again. But like Noah, I recently released my dove. I let go of control. I sent up a prayer. I put my hope back in the sky. And now I'm waiting and I'm watching, scanning the horizon for a return of the olive branch, that beautiful sign that dry, heavy season is ending and the promise is on the way. I don't know if Noah ever threw his hands up and said, "All right, God, enough is enough." But I do know he was human. And if he was anything like me, I bet there were some days where he sat by the giraffes and whispered, "I can't take much more of this." But here's what's true. God was never late. The ark didn't land early. The dove didn't fly too soon. And the promise didn't miss its cue. God said go, and Noah went. Then God said wait, and Noah waited. And finally God said come out, and Noah walked into the beginning of something brand new. Maybe today you're in your own version of the ark. Maybe you're tired of feeding animals or dealing with people. Maybe you're scanning the sky, wondering if the dove will ever return. But friend, take heart. Your olive branch is on its way. Keep watching, keep trusting, keep believing, because when God says go, oh, it's going to be glorious. Don't confuse silence for absence. The sky may look still, but your dove is flying, and when it returns, it will bring more than a branch. It will carry proof that the promise is landing soon. So, if you find yourself in a wait, tired, restless, and wondering if your prayers are still being heard, remember this. Even when you can't see it, God is still writing your story. The dove is still flying, and the same God who remembered Noah remembers you. Hold on to that wild hope, because when the door swings open and dry ground appears, you won't just walk out. You'll rise into something brand new.